Hey guys, welcome to Critical Beauty. In this vlog, I will do a recap and review of the recently concluded Miss Grand India 2025 pageant that took place on July 13th in Jaipur, Rajasthan. Actually, this is the first time I'm doing a review of anything related to Miss Grand India. India has been competing in Miss Grand International since the contest began in 2013, and it has placed six times, culminating in its first win in 2024 with Rachel Gupta, who, as you all know, was dethroned 7 months after her coronation for failing to fulfill her duties and was succeeded by her first runner up, Christine Opias from the Philippines. Now, Rachel was not the only one let go. I mean, even her national director, Nikhil Anand, whom some people believe was micromanaging Rachel's position as title holder, was also dismissed and replaced by Star Entertainment Production led by Akanksha Thakur. So I was quite excited about the change in directorship because ever since I had been hearing some unsavory reports about Nikhil and how he exploited past contestants, I was delighted that MGI had picked an emerging director whom I have never heard of, except that her company owns and conducts a pageant called Star Miss Teen India. Now, under this new directorship, I was expecting a production good enough to reflect MGI's grand style production, and to my delight, they certainly delivered. This year, 29 contestants signed up for the 2025 edition. These young women came from various places in India, although not every state was represented. The show began with the girls dancing to Beyonce's monster hit, Who Rules the World, followed by the MGI song, We Are Energy. The girls wore identical light golden glittering dresses accessorized with black boots of different styles and sizes. Now, I didn't really care much for the footwear because there was no consistency. I mean, some wore regular boots, some knee length boots, some combat boots. I mean, just it was really ugly, hideous, and not sexy at all. They should have worn at least their favorite high heels instead. You know what I mean? The opening number was followed by the self intros as the girls came up the stage in pairs, recited their names, followed by finalist Miss Grand India, vocalized in the grand style. Now, the girls that stood out for me in this segment were Nandini Sharma, number 14, who has been the frontrunner, Sanskriti Sharma, number 27, Priyanshu Chowdhury, number 10, Tansy Renupal, number 6, and Turila Junkyungru, number 21. After the intros, the girls reassembled on stage to continue their dance number. Now, I do apologize for mispronouncing some of these names. Okay, okay. Now, let's talk about the stage. I thought the stage and the decorations certainly complied with the MGI type of production, with a giant MGI logo displayed on the center screen, as well as the creative application of LED lights and graphics. Now, as for the host, the show was hosted by Sakul Limpapanon, also known as Champ, a bilingual Thai personality who has hosted both Miss Grand Thailand and Miss Universe Thailand shows. His dynamic personality and excellent hosting skills emanated throughout the entire show. Nearly 30 special awards were distributed all throughout the entire show. I mean, some of the awards did not make any sense, such as Miss Beauty with a Purpose, an award traditionally associated with Miss World, Miss Voice for Change, an award usually associated with Miss Universe. You have Miss Intellectual, Miss Charisma, Miss Radiant Sensational. I mean, none of them made the top 12. I tried making a list of all the awards distributed, but it was a challenging task matching the number of the contestant announced during the show with the number of the contestant posted on the Wikipedia page of Miss Grand India 2025. So practically all the numbers announced during the show did not match the numbers on the Wikipedia entry. So I think someone deliberately screwed up the numbers on the Wikipedia page. Now, let's talk about the swimsuit competition. So, I have to say that I really enjoyed watching the swimsuit competition. I mean, I love the style of swimsuit, a pink bikini secured with strings and round tassels hanging from each section. It is playful and very modern, though honestly, many of the girls did not look fit. I mean, some had flabby abs and some had really clumsy walk. For me, the girls that stood out in this segment included Apurva T, contestant number one, Gyanga Ramching, number 5, Kanak Bharti Goswami, number 14, Muskan Tyagi, Nandini Sharma, Sanskriti Sharma, and Tansi Renupal. This segment was followed by the distribution of the second set of special awards. Finally, the most beautiful girl in the competition, Nandini Sharma, won one award, Miss Grand Fashion Icon. Now, let's talk about the eating gown competition. I was a bit annoyed by the fact that the contestants' bios were not flashed on the screen, so I had to guess which contestant was which. Star Entertainment Production, if you're watching this, you should make it a habit of flashing the bios of every contestant that shows up on the screen, okay? Also, the same music played during the entire segment, which lasted for about 40 minutes or so. So you can imagine the sound, playing in my head over and over again. They could have used at least three different songs to break the monotony. You know what I mean? Anyway, the gowns worn by the contestants were provided by Vietnamese designer Min Tuan Couture, the same designer who has dressed up previous MGI contestants. Now, the girls that stood up for me, based on their performance and gown of choice, were Apurvati, Gyanga Ramching, Priyanshu, Tansy, Van Lal Nun Thuangi, number 27. Okay, her name is so long, I'm just going to call her Van Lal from now on. Okay, Van Lal. And my favorite, Nandini Sharma, all looking spectacular. Okay, so when it came to the top 12 Q&A segment, the semifinalists tried to answer their respective question the best they could. Some gave better answers than others, but to me, the two best answers came from Van Lal, whose question was, if you win Miss Grand India, what would be your first responsibility as a title holder? Her response was, I will go back at home and try to lead a drug free life, raise awareness among the youth about drug abuse, which I thought was very precise and tangible. The second best answer came from Churilla, whose question was, what do you think is the biggest challenge faced by women today, and how can we address it? Her response was, I think that the biggest challenge that women face today is how they are objectified. Women are objectified, or for so many reasons. People expect women to be a housewife, blah, 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 blah. Very impactful delivery indeed. This segment was followed by the current Miss Grand International, CJ Opiaza, and NGI President Nawat Isaragraisil coming up on stage. CJ gives a warm speech about India, thanking its people for their hospitality. Nawat does the same and acknowledges the Indian co directors Rishi and Akanksha, who come up on stage as well. Then all the 29 contestants reassemble on stage for the last time. Then the host, Champ, announces the top five, followed by a final statement addressing the topic Advancing Women Empowerment in Modern India. Now, this is a segment that would either make you or break you. The first finalist to make her statement was Van Lal. I thought she gave the most heartfelt answer. I especially liked the part when she said that, quote, every Indian woman wears her crown, be it in the golden crown or be it the crown that her family makes her. And this is how a modern Indian woman can rise. Through her struggle, she will rise. She will step on the pedestal because that is what she is. Now, as for Nandini Patel, she sounded like she was giving a lecture or sermon. I mean, her speech was just too long. For Tansy, she gave a short but powerful delivery. Now, Vishaka, she started speaking in Indian, then switched to English and paused. But to me, her answer sounded a bit rehearsed. Now, for Chirilla, she did great during the top 12, but her top five answer, she ended up just rambling about unity and prayer, which she actually repeated a few times. So, when the moment came for Champ to announce the official results, the fourth runner up is Tansy, the third runner up is Chirilla, the second runner up is Nandini Patel, and the last two standing were Vishaka and Van Lau. So when Vishaka's name was announced as the winner, my jaw just dropped. I mean, I couldn't believe that they crowned a girl who was like a major downgrade from the stunning Rachel Gupta from last year. I don't know what the judges were thinking, or were there even any judges at all? Because I certainly don't recall the host introducing them. Do you? I mean, I suspect that the directors themselves picked her as the winner, leaving behind other girls who were more deserving. I mean, come on, if this is the case, then what prompted the directors to pick her exactly? Did they really believe that Vishaka would be the best representative of India at the next Miss Grand International pageant this October? I mean, seriously. I mean, she's exactly the opposite of the MGI prototype. She's short and plump, her hair is a mess, her posture is poor, and she's not the best speaker. I mean, she may be pretty and all, but she doesn't have a universal appeal. Now, if the decision was going to be based on the statement and overall presentation, I think the first runner up, Van Lau, should have won. I mean, she may not have the prettiest face in the competition, but her face can be easily fixed with the right makeup. I mean, I heard many Indian fans are not happy with Vishaka's win either. I mean, those who support Van Lau believe that she was a victim of racism since she comes from Mizoram, one of the states located in northeast India, although such charge will be very hard to prove. I think one of the biggest shockers, besides crowning the wrong winner, is the exclusion of fan favorite Nandini Sharma from the top five. I think for me, Nandini is the most beautiful and the one who gave the grandest performance from the group. I really hope she comes back next year or better transition to Miss Universe. And there you have it, my recap and review of Miss Grand India 2025. Do you agree or disagree? Comment below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, a like, a comment, and share. Remember, this is not only my channel, but it's also yours. So let's help our community grow. Thank you for watching, guys. Until the next time.